Disclaimer: this product was provided to the author to do a review. All opinions are 100% authors and authors alone. To have your product reviewed, visit bit.ly/reviewmyproduct.
Hello my friends, this is Iggy back again with Dragon Blogger. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Enermax Equilence ECA 3510 or 3510. Supposed to be an amazingly quiet case with all the noise dampening and all that good stuff and the tempered glass side panel. But as I'm going through the unboxing, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what you're seeing. So let's go ahead and start the unboxing real quick. First off, I'm just going to go ahead, lay it down. Well, we can see the box here. Shows the case. It's really hard to convey glass on the side of a cardboard box. And then just some shipping information. But I'm going to go ahead, open this up for you real quick. Move the chair for now. Right on the top, you have this little bag. Oh, nice. It's an Enermax shirt. Pretty cool. Might be a little too small for me, but it might fit you guys perfectly well. So, pretty cool. I'll show you pictures of all that in the review itself, of course. All right, in the typical fashion with the foam on the top and bottom. Nothing here, as you can see, and the box is empty. Remember, it is tempered glass, so don't be incredibly rough with it. All right, and right there, nothing in the box. I just had something fall out. I don't know what it is just yet, but I'll look for that in a second. All right. Looks like one of the rivets may have fallen off. Let me show you up close. Maybe some shipping damage there. That's all right. We'll go through it and honestly see if it's 100% needed. All right, so far it looks pretty good. All right, you can see again the tempered glass side panel. I'm gonna go ahead and take off these thumb screws, which thankfully you don't need a screwdriver for. You can tell I'm holding it right up here with my finger so the glass doesn't go falling off. Love that sound. All right, and I'm gonna let go with my hand down here. Okay, it doesn't fall off. So, I see. Okay, so it doesn't fall off because, that's my fault. It doesn't fall off because right up here gets held right in place with the glass hole right here. And I'll go into more detail on that in the actual written review as well. And actually, let me bring you over here so you can see everything just a little bit closer. All right, so here she is again, the shirt. It's actually a pretty nice shirt with the Enermax logo on it. And the bottom of the shirt says Power Innovation Design. And the back of the shirt Another Enermax logo there. It's a pretty nice shirt. And then I put the side panel back on, but so you can see it a little bit better. And I'll go ahead and take off the thumb screws. And now I'll take off the inner protective film that I actually reversed. Love that sound. All right, and again, I'm letting go because these rubber grommets that they have here, or rubber pegs I should say, where these screws screw into, they put them there to protect the tempered glass from being scratched, and they actually come right into the glass right over here and help it from falling off. So very nice design. And again, I'll take pictures and everything so get a better understanding. All right, and then the inside of the case. Let me get a better view for you guys. Okay, so then right here we have the Enermax power supply shroud. And then of course with their etching here. Then coming into the case, we can see two grommets right over here, so that when you plug in your motherboard right over here, or install your motherboard I should say, you can put all the I/O header stuff, USB header stuff, and all the different headers you might have there to come down here, hide it so it doesn't bug your cabling. And then back here they have the area so that you can maybe put in your rear mounted CPU cooler. And then the 140 millimeter fan in the back. It could be either 140 or 120 millimeters, but as you can see, they already have 140 millimeter right here. At the top here, they also have two rubber grommets. Okay, and then right here is a section so that you can mount your 2.5-inch SSDs, and there is more space in the back, and I'll show you that in one sec. And then right up here in the front, we have two 120 millimeter fans. You can put a third, though oddly enough, you can't fit 140 millimeter fans in there. And so in the front, aside from the two 120 millimeter fans, you can put either a 360 millimeter radiator or a 240 millimeter radiator. In the rear, you can fit either a 140 millimeter radiator or a 120 millimeter radiator. And then here on the side as well, you can actually put, which is pretty unique, I've never seen it before. Right here, you can actually put a 240 millimeter radiator. So pretty nice the way you can actually put it right here. And then right up top here, just taking off this top piece, you can actually put a 360, 280, or 240 millimeter radiator. So let me show you from the top how that looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and put that back on there. All right, so then right here, this is the top of the case. Now, you can keep it like this if you want to keep it ultra silent. Now, if you want to go ahead and either put two 140 millimeter fans or three 120 millimeter fans, or again a 360, 280, or 240 millimeter radiator, you can just take this off, and then you can mount all your fans or your radiators here, and you're good to go. All right, and then right up here you can see the ventilation. In case you had the radiator or even these fans here, it's going to go ahead and pull the air from right up here. Let me go ahead, move it to the front. So the front comes with this protective film, which I'll go ahead and take off now. This one is a little bit more difficult to take off. right, nice. All right, this is also solid tempered glass. Doesn't feel like tempered glass though. I'll make sure on that, but this front one doesn't feel like tempered glass. Okay, and then we can see along the back here, also the ventilation and the Enermax logo here. All right, so then we come along the top. So here we have two USB 2.0 ports, a microphone port, headphone port, both of course 3.5 millimeter, USB 3, two of them, your fan selector, your reset button, and your power button. These are LED backlit. Actually, I believe only the USB ports and the audio ports are USB backlit. Now, they might look a little odd right now because they are actually protected like that with these little dust protectors. In case you're not using them, you can just put this back on and you're protected from dust, which is, you know, definitely handy. Now we'll come to the features along the side. Just take off. There's only two thumb screws in the back. Now the back, you can put 2.5-inch SSDs and two mechanical drives down here, or you can convert those two mechanical drives, or the bays should I say, to 2.5 inch as well. So you can have up to 6 SSDs or 4 SSDs with two 3.5-inch mechanical drives, or even 3.5-inch SSDs, which they do make. Then right here, okay, so they have the little tray here that you can use again for either a 3.5-inch drive or a 2.5-inch SSD or mechanical SSD, or a mechanical drive, sorry. And then this is the little accessories package that it comes with. Okay, it comes with this Enermax. It's just a little square document to show you where everything is manufactured, it looks like. So, okay, and then here, the Equilence ECA 3510. This is a product overview and basics on how to build a computer. And then here they kind of go over, you know, what each of the compartments are for on the back as well. Then you have pictures and everything in the written review as well. All right, and then in this little bag that they include, let me go ahead and move the case maybe so that you can see a little bit better what's inside the baggie. All right, they have a bunch of screws here. I don't see anything just yet on what these screws are actually for, but I'm sure they will have a documentation on where they all go. And then they have, looks like these are for liquid cooling, and I could be wrong, which it is nice that they would include that. Okay, And then they also include, which actually in that little baggie, they actually include another thumb drive, or another thumb screw in case you lose one of the ones along the side, which is very thoughtful. They include a little PC speaker as well. This is in case your motherboard doesn't have a speaker so that you can hear the post sounds. They give you a little one here so that you can use it for diagnostic purposes. Then a little 2 Enermax case badges. So thank you, Enermax, a little line there. And then the Enermax logo here. Another baggie of screws. Some zip ties. And this is actually a very useful tool that they give you. They include. It is so that you can screw in the standoffs for your motherboard. Very, very handy tool. When you're done with this case, I highly recommend putting this in a bag somewhere so that you don't lose it. And then this looks like another one of the little portions along the side that hold the side panel in place when the thumb screws are gone. Definitely great that they include an extra one just in case. So now let's go back to the case real quick. Oh, and they also include 2 Velcro wraps so that you can, tie together some cables inside of your system for cable management. Nice addition there. So now we're going to go ahead and go over a little more of the case. All right, so then over here, all the cables that it includes, I'm going to go ahead and just take off all these wire ties. All right, so for the USB 3.0 header at the top of the case, or the ports I should say, for the USB 2 header, or port again, the HD audio ports, all 3 for the ones on the top of the case. Here are the headers for the Reset HD Power LED, or HD LED, LED, Power Switch, Power LED, all right here. These are the ones that go actually connected to the motherboard itself on the I/O headers. And then some, put this in place. These are for the fan headers. This case supports up to 9 separate fans, and it's integrated here. Again, because since we have the variable fan speeds, you can connect them all right here, and then of course they're controlled at the top of the case. And here is the power, not only for the fans but for the actual backlighting of the USB ports. Okay, and then we can see again here we have trays for 3.5-inch drives, either mechanical drives or 3.5-inch SSDs, but they can also be, you can see the little screw holes right over here, for 2.5-inch SSD or mechanical drives. So again, there's 2 there. I'll put those aside just for right now. Now, down here, we also have the spot for the power supply. So the power supply would go here, fan face down, and then would screw in right here. And then here does have a filter. So when that filter gets dirty from sucking in all that air, you can just turn off your machine for a minute, go wash this, make sure it's totally dry. You don't want to suck in any kind of water, and just slide it back into place. And there you go. All right, and let me go ahead and show you what the bottom of the case looks like real quick. And then right here again, we have the spot in the back for the 2 2.5-inch drives. Okay, then back here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rear expansion slots. Let's go ahead and see what's at the bottom of the case. All right, so then at the bottom of the case here we have feet right here, and then again we have the filter for the power supply fan, and then the rear feet right here. All right, nothing really big about that. And let's go check up in the front real quick. All right, so now before we can actually get to the front, we need to take off this little hitch right here, and right up here. And then they're also going to be along the other sides of the case. So one sec while I take those out. So once you take off all those latches, the front panel just comes off pretty easily. Now you don't want to pull too hard, because this is where all the cables come in through for the top headers up here. And then there is a mesh filter right up here as well that you'll want to clean every so often. It is a magnetic mesh though, so easy to take off and easy to put back on, though you want to make sure you're a little cautious. So again, just pop. Well, maybe not that easy, but you know, you can pretty much slap it on there. And just, you know, once you get it in there, just make sure it's good. Move it around a little bit. All right. And then here's some of the foam that they were talking about before. The premium high density sound insulation foam. Again, it's right along the front of the case. And then when the top panel is on, it's also along the top. And then it's also along the rear side panel. So you can see that real close. So that's going to help you a lot with the noise in your case, or the sound, I should say. Keep everything nice and cool. So this motherboard is compatible, and let me go ahead and close the front panel so I can show you a little easier. So this case is compatible with ATX, micro ATX, and mini ITX motherboards. And then all of the expansion slots are ventilated as well. So that just makes things look a little bit nicer. It helps you a little bit with the positive or negative airflow as you prefer in your case. And just again to give you an idea of what the inside looks like. Now these are going to come in handy, definitely. This one I kind of think that maybe needs to go this way, but it's yet to be seen. And then this little hole here is going to definitely come in handy, maybe to have cables come out and come into the motherboard this way. Aside from these guys right up here that are going to help with the 8-pin EPS cable. And then for my motherboard right over here, for the EVGA X270 motherboard or Z270 motherboard. So that's going to come around here. And then we'll see very soon. So coming up soon, aside from this unboxing, we're going to see how to build your computer, or how to build a full computer inside of this case. So this is going to help you guys, A, so that you can learn a little bit more about this case, and then B, for those of you that may not know how to build a computer at all. So it's going to be, I'm going to be building it into this case, but it's going to help you, period, with building it into any kind of case. So this is Iggy with Dragon Blogger, again showing you, doing an unboxing of the Enermax Equilence silent case, the ECA 3510. Iggy with Dragon Blogger out. See you guys.
Disclaimer: this product was provided to the author to do a review. All opinions are 100% authors and authors alone. For more information, visit bit.ly/dbdisclose. To have your product or brand showcased on Dragon Blogger, visit bit.ly/reviewmyproduct. Thank you for watching.